This podcast is also from executive producer Eva Longoria, which is why the quality sucks.
Oh, wow.
No, we have way better quality.
So this movie follows a hard partying, down on her luck holiday hater. It's like the most unlikable protagonist I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah. Like, I actively rooted against her. I did not want her to find happiness. I did not want her to have friends by the end. I don't think she would, to be quite honest. I don't think she would have had friends.
I think what a lot of people forget is we want to root for your main character. Like we want to relate, be like, man, I've been down on my luck. I've been unlucky in love. I've been whatever. And if you're just so kind of unbearable or blasé or so selfish, even to the friends that are around you, it's really hard for us to hope you, as the viewer, succeed at anything.
Yeah.
Like anything, like let alone love. Like, because who's gonna want to love you?
Yeah, I was rooting for her friends, and I was rooting for the guy to just not fall victim to her.
I wanted the guy to be like, I'm good. Credits.
You know what? I'm good. I got the Disney money. I'm good.
I just didn't understand. I was like, would these people be friends? Like, their friends, their inner sanctum was so different, and I didn't believe it at all.
I mean, I could potentially buy it if it was something like they all went to college and now they're all starting to change and stuff, but it just really didn't.
Yeah.
Like, you have I'm just gonna call her the virgin, I guess. The lesbian virgin is the best way to describe her. You have the new mom, like uppity one. You have the culinary chef drug addict, and then you have the bride to be, because like that was really it for her. They didn't do anything else with her character. And then you have the one that we're following, the horrible person, as I would call her. And like, yeah, no, I don't know why these people would all hang out. I really don't, especially in this stage of their lives, I should say.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
in this stage of their lives where it's time to be an adult, one has chosen not to be an adult. She hates Christmas, but it's supposed to be ironically funny that she's a Santa greeter elf type thing in the beginning, and where I'm just like, well, you're stupid. Like, I instantly hate all the decisions you're making. So now I think, as the viewer, everything that's led you to your misery is all based on the decisions you've made.
And I've made the decision to say, let's movie. Let's get married, Kevin.
Okay, I guess.
Married with an E. Don't get confused. I'm not proposing. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to break your heart.
That's fine.
It's a 2021 TV movie by MTV and Paramount, I guess. Executive producer Eva Longoria, as I mentioned before, because that's almost as big as the title on this fucking poster. Single and ready to jingle is the tagline.
I like it. See, now I would run with that if they were all strippers trying to turn their life around.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be actually super funny if they were all strippers. They're all single and ready to jingle, but the other ones are just finding love in all the places around the holidays. And then you got the one that hates the holidays because she just can't seem to get lucky in love. All her friends hit on the holidays, and she can't. She's single, and she's trying to use her jingle. She's like, hey, you want to Blitzen my root off? And you're like, uh-oh. That's why the guys aren't coming around, or ladies, or whoever this is catered for.
Yeah.
That's my holiday spin.
I'm going to say maybe this is catered to the ladies. Real quick, director Veronica Rodriguez, writer Sasha Pearl Ravir. And it stars Michelle Prada, Taj Mowry, who you'll know from Sister Sister as the younger brother, and Nicole Power, Ken's Convenience, and the spinoff Strays. Zasha Roquemore, closest I'm getting on that one. And Nicolette Percy. And Savannah Paisley. Baisley. I don't know. Bosley.
Nicole Power was
doesn't
the only
matter.
person I recognized from Kim's Convenience, where she's mildly humorous. But
See, I recognized Zasha Ruck more. So
yeah, they didn't give anyone anything, if you ask me. And Dustin, as I know you are a longtime listener of the show, I bring this
I think
up
I'm more of a long time listener, but okay.
religiously, is what happened to the boner comedy, right? The teenage angst boner. And I'll tell you,
Yeah.
this movie made me figure out what happened. I figured it out. It's
What did you come to?
It's all due to Bridesmaids. The boner comedy has now
Mm-hmm.
been given to the women, where they can all come together in their group of like-minded friends and females and do fart jokes, bad jokes, burp jokes, shit jokes, dildo jokes,
Molly jokes,
drug jokes,
Santa dick jokes,
dildos, drugs, buttholes. They're doing the boner comedy now.
Yeah.
And it's just not working.
Yeah, it's not working.
Like, I don't care what people say about Bridesmaids. It had 2 humorous parts. The rest can go slowly fuck itself. I think Paul Feig's a fucking hack. I think Freaks and Geeks sucks. And there you go. Like, I didn't
do that one. Or did
I'm not
I?
even
I don't
going to
know.
mention the Ghostbusters thing he did. And it's just, that has changed Hollywood's, MO, their voice for this kind of situational, air quotes, comedy. But usually when it comes to the woman's version, female, however, they had to put the romance twist in there. Or it's not the boner comedy of the bros just trying to touch a boob or see a vag, or
I mean, I would argue those all ended in romance as well, too, though.
but that's not the underlying goal, and it's not pushed as it is the seed. It is the catalyst. But it is not just drenched in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has
what you're saying, where it's not a forefront in the plot, it's just kind of where it ends up.
Exactly. And then he holds the hand, he gets the kiss or whatever, he muffs the dive. That's what usually happens on those dated versions.
Lady, I'll be muffing the dive now. Oh, please do.
But now we're just shackled to these fucking awful, like, they're raw comedies. It's like 2 broke girls, but we could say butt fucker or something. And it's like, it's the one show on the Comedy Central that they gave those 2 girls, and now there's just more of them, and it's not funny.
What was that left to our imagination? Yeah, I don't even know which one you're talking about.
I don't know. Comedy Central gave it to the girls from Brooklyn, and then they were just like, "Oh, hey, look."
Something.
Broad City or something. We talk like dudes. Women don't talk like that anymore, everybody, because this is comedy. Check out my edge. I'm like, okay, it's got to be funny first, ladies.
Well, my main problem with this is I don't think they know what tossing a salad is. Because tossing a salad...
That was your main problem?
I mean, like, listen, Kevin, everyone's got to focus in on their thing, okay? The movie had a lot of problems, but tossing the salad, they seem to not understand that. It seemed to be code for just generally eating a woman out, which I was like, that's incorrect. Not what that is. That's incorrect. We're using this incorrectly. So...
Have you ever been to prison? That's incorrect.
Yeah, because then they use the reverse on going down on a guy as tossing a salad. And I was like, no, it's not tossing a salad. It's the butt, everybody, in case people are like, well, what is it? Just tell us, Dustin.
Why do they tiptoe around it?
So that was my most glaring issue of like, you're not even using this joke properly. Did you even research the joke that you're using? Obviously, you didn't know what it was. So you had to just take it from, I don't know, somewhere that you heard it in passing or something. So the movie begins.
I don't know if I heard a phrase in passing. I just start using it. Tossing the salad. That really, that makes you think.
I mean, Maybe they were in a bar and someone was like, "Yeah, I'll toss you salad," and they were just like, "I'll
What
make a
bar
note
are
of
they
that."
in?
But clearly, a salad tossing bar,
Jeans and
Kevin.
brews.
Okay, clearly they didn't know where they were. Clearly, Sasha didn't know where she was. She was just in a bar. Someone said,
Duds and
"Yes, I'll toss
duds.
a salad." She said, I'll write that down. I'll use that later." It gave me a chuckle. I will research this not at all.
Fucking hilarious.
So,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and
she
by the
just
way,
giggled, wrote it on a napkin.
this is the last of the holiday movies you'll have to sit through. Kevin
Just
told
barely,
us
though.
as he watched this barely.
We're not doing a New Year's movie because our schedule's been all fucked up. That's my fault. Deal with it. But this piece of shit movie starts in a clearly just a sound stage that's been made to look like a store, possibly, where Santa has people come in and take pictures with him, but we didn't get any sort of age appropriate Santa. No, we have a as he's credited, sexy Santa.
Whoa.
But he's on his break, Kevin. He's on his break. He's plowing the most mediocre looking elf in the place.
Ouch.
Because I did not find this woman attractive, like, at all. Especially when she's sitting with her bra on a chair, and, like, her ribs were poking up past the bra.
Oh, come on, dude. You're gonna body
shame
shape her. She's just not attractive.
It just something about it bothered me. I was just like, oh, it just looked uncomfortable, where I was just like, please stop sitting like that. Like, it just looks uncomfortable.
You don't want to tell your tacky to her, but she's not ugly. She's not. I was not feeling.
I mean, so many pickles were stuck in her wickle that I don't want to deal with it.
Okay? Wow. So
just in this movie alone. There you go.
Yep.
Anyway, so she's getting plowed by sexy Santa.
Is she getting plowed? I think they were just dry humping, right?
Oh, no, they were about to, and he started doing holiday puns, and so she calls it off. And then, for the first of many times, we get her tragic backstory.
She dries up real quick when you drop a holiday pun.
Yeah. If you say you're gonna jingle bells deep in her, she's like, I'm out.
She's like the Sahara down there.
Yeah, she's just like, no. Yeah.
She's like, Pink Taco is closed.
He's like, good thing I ordered the ginger snaps. Oh, get it.
Is that like her
Christmas? No, it's a ginger.
What the movie Ginger Snaps?
I'm trying to make more holiday puns. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because that's why she didn't like having sex with him on this particular instance. Anyway, she goes through her tragic backstory of she doesn't like the holidays because she caught her ex-boyfriend fucking her best friend under their Christmas tree. Tragic.
Under the Christmas tree or the
under the Christmas tree.
Oh, like a present? Like he unwrapped her box or his or
I assume it's actually by the Christmas tree because like who the fuck's fucking under a modern Christmas tree? Like you have like a 3-inch clearance at best.
And the pine needles in your vagina and pee hole.
Like 6-inch. Well, I assume it's a fake Christmas tree. Come on now.
Oh, dude, who uses fake Christmas trees?
I do. Fuck you. Lots of people. It's good for the environment. Fuck off. But anyway, yeah, it's been a year. She hasn't gotten over this. Everybody, still real upset about it.
So when she did this, I thought, is this the greatest guy ever? And he just like leveled up on your best friend, and you're hurt by it because he broke your heart because you thought you were this great person and he was a great person. And then later on, you meet him. You're like, this guy's a dork. This guy sucks.
He's not only just a dork, he's an idiot, too.
Yeah, and I was like...
He's not even a good-looking idiot. He's just kind of a... I found his face to be very average. Like, he had muscles, like, whatever. Like, anyone could do that. But it's just his face. I was like, you're like an average dude.
It's like, he's not like...
Like, why were we...
one of the Amell brothers. What my thing is if he was like this great guy...
No, he's definitely not. I didn't want to kiss him at all.
Exactly. So if he's this great guy and he's just like, hey, you know what, you need to kind of grow up. You're kind of in this thing and I need to move on with, and your friend is doing that to kind of maybe she reevaluates her life and tries to find love elsewhere or something. Give her like something to kind of do instead of just revenge dong dong hunt, everything. Like, wait,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, he doesn't care about you. Like, you're not making him upset. He's not going to see you with some dude and be like, oh no, I really missed that one.
Oh no, that vagina's different than this one.
Oh, she got away. She doesn't have any
Uh,
ambition or can't hold a job. Just gets drunk and high all day. Man, really wish she
Works as
got.
an elf.
Yeah, like cool. I'd let that go too, bro. That's right. All you
So then we
lady
fast
elves
forward.
ain't in it. The
We
long
fast
haul.
forward to God damn it, dude. Just let me move on. We meet the friends. We meet the coven, whichever you prefer. And it's a graduation party because one of them's like 30 fucking 5 and finished fucking college finally, and ha ha ha, can't stay in school forever. And it's like a really awkward party. And this is just where we meet our cast of characters that I already laid out for you. And I thought there was a really interesting scene here, Kevin, really interesting camera work, where a character was introduced and we don't see his face. He's intentionally like not shown. He has maybe 35 seconds of screen time where his face is actually showing and visible to where you can be like, is that a person or just a body double? And that was Gus. He enters the room, we come in behind him, and then we cut to the other camera and he turns perfectly, picks up the baby, and then walks out of the room, never faces the camera. I was like, what the fuck is that? What is that? But the coven lays out Michelle. What's the? I don't know why they wouldn't have character names on any of this, but whatever. We lay out our main character's tragic backstory even further. That she had a what was it, like a party business or something?
She's
Like
a party
an
planner.
event planner.
Yeah, yeah.
And she had this with her ex, and the business went under because they broke up, and he continued to be a successful party planner with his new girlfriend, and then she became an elf, and so this is all very tragic.
So it
The
always
boyfriend,
ends.
the boyfriend was fucking the friend. She lost the business. She lost the hope. She still has an amazing apartment for some reason. I don't know. So, what's her fucking bucket, man? Why is there no character names on this fucking shit here? Anyway,
Just do them
so
by their tropes. One's the graduate,
okay,
the
the one I
stoner, the
hate.
mom, and then the Indian. I didn't know what she did.
She
Oh,
had
she's
connections. She was the soon to be lesbian.
okay.
Yeah. So the one I hate shows up. She's complaining that they're serving champagne and that the percentage of alcohol is low. She very dickishly puts a lollipop in one of them and then takes two more.
And then she's like, "What's up, buddy?" I'm like, "What's up?" Is you're just like ruined a whole bunch of stuff in two
Yeah.
seconds.
You've been here for 2 seconds and you're already terrible.
You're
So,
just deplorable. She doesn't even come in with like the Charlie Brown "woe is me." She just comes into like, "I'm here to cooch up the place." It's like, what?
yeah. And Cooch, she does.
No.
And make a bunch of dumb jokes about, I don't know, her party planning days. They were like, how would you fix this party? And then she was like, I'd have a DJ and an open bar. And I was like, that's it? That's like every fucking party. That's basically this party, just with the guy doing the DJing instead of like a phone. And why would you have that? Like, she just has a lot of debt from school. Why are we celebrating even? But anyway, eventually she fucks the guy that was giving her drinks in a bathtub. He starts to talk, and she puts her hand over his mouth. Is like, stop talking. I don't want my dick's talking. I just want them moving. Just do the thrust, or it's bust. Okay. And then she just leaves after that. The next day, the getting married one shows up at her apartment and gives her some sort of drug. And she's just like, okay, now I'm going to show you my wedding ring. And she's all sad and woe is me. Does it congratulate her? Does it say, oh, I'm so happy for you? Nothing, It's just like, why are all my friends leaving me for marriage? And I was like, well, I can think of like
Because we're
95
almost
reasons, and
40 and
this
it's time
movie's
to
only
grow
been on for
up.
10. Yeah. And also, you're a horrible person. You're toxic to be around. You're selfish as fuck. You're probably the most selfish person I've ever met in my life, and I've never even met you.
This is supposed to be a comedy.
Hadn't laughed once yet, everybody. So she is wanting to do her bachelorette party on like the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the longest night to party. It's real dumb because she wants to get like married in like 2 weeks or something. So like the next weekend bachelorette party, we're doing it. She decides I'm not doing it. Go on without me, whatever. Real sad. Then she's back at work getting plowed by fucking sexy Santa this time, like actually getting fucked by him. Until the very, I don't know, annoying owner of Santa business comes back and is just like, you're fired because you're a little dirty twallop and you're seducing him. Clearly this beefcake of a man would not just drop his pants and fuck in the back room if he wasn't tempted by you, you temptress. And then he's just like, if you fire her, I'm going to. So then they go, and I guess we were supposed to laugh at him walking away with his pants down and wrapping paper around his privates, but it wasn't funny. And he hits her with some fucking holiday cheer of like, maybe the holidays aren't so bad after all. Maybe it's just you're bad or something. Something stupid. And so now the one you hate, she's back in on the trip. She's ready to go to the bachelorette party, which makes the cranky new mom upset because she wanted to be the best lady. And now she can't be. Now she can't be. And, oh, shit. Then they drive up to some fucking mountains in California that don't exist, I think. I'm not even sure why they go there, but that's where they go. And up there, they get established for the day, and they find out that, oh no, they're at a karaoke bar. I'm sorry, they're doing karaoke. And that's where we meet our love interest, the guy from Sister Sister. And then they go up and they sing as a group. But no, fucking selfish pants can't just fucking suck it up and drink or sing one song with him. She's got to get a new drink. The bartender doesn't like her fucking attitude. And he's right to not like her attitude because her attitude fucking sucks everyone. Yeah. And he's just like, no fucking drinks for you, shit attitude. And then Sister comes over and he's like, hey, you got to be nice to this guy. He's a cool dude.
A good dude.
And yeah. And then so he gives her a drink and she's just like, I'm sorry, I just misjudged you. And he's just like, fuck you, I'm more than the sum of my person or some shit. And she's just like, oh, damn, that was deep. Fucking, I like your gross miscolored old man beer. And he's just like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my bar. And then she goes and sings and finally, and it's not exciting or thrilling. And then who should come in, Kevin?
To this
bar, this like time of year.
And
only two people you don't want to run into.
And this is dumb. Like the ex-boyfriend and the ex-best friend show up and they're just saying all these kind of unlikable things. And she sees them and she runs into the bathroom and the friends are just like, we got to do this song about women doing it for themselves. And you're like, oh, okay. And then they all go to her aid as she's just so taken back by just gazing upon his Fabio-esque physiques, I guess. I don't know.
Definitely his Fabio-esque face. Ugly.
And they all go in the bathroom.
Remember when Fabio was on a roller coaster and a seagull flew into his big fucking nose and broke it?
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, I do. moment of his career in my eyes.
It really was.
They're just consoling in the bathroom, and you're this and that and the other. And then he goes into the bathroom. He's like, oh, hey, look, it's all the people I'm not inviting to my wedding. I just want to rub it in your face to make her feel even worse about it. I'm like, who?
Yeah, but he's an idiot. He doesn't even realize it. Like, that's the dumb part. He's just like, oh, hey, guys, sorry about that. We didn't have enough room. And also, Kevin, do you think that this bar is so progressive that it has a gender neutral bathroom?
It's probably one of those bars, and that's all it had was one bathroom. And everyone
So
just
if you
had
see a bunch of ladies in the bathroom, you're just like, fuck it, they don't mind. I'll just go in there too.
I'm thinking room for one more.
Also, who's showing up to a bar and instantly pissing? That's like the last thing you want to do in any bar
He had to
is
make room
go
for
to the
the new
bathroom.
piss that he wants to create via the bar.
I want to drink lots of beers. I'll go drain the lizard first.
Yeah,
Bloop, 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 bloop.
exactly. That's a
Yeah.
pro bar move. Dude was next level.
So the one we don't like, yeah. So the one we don't like wakes up the next day. She's pretty down in the dumps, but she's got an idea. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. I'm skipping ahead. No, then they're going
quite all right for you to
swimming.
skip ahead.
No, because we have to go to her epiphany because sadly it sets up the rest of the movie. So they're like swimming in their underwear or some shit. We don't get to see any of it. It's really dumb. No one cares. And the angry, dumb one that no one likes is like, I will
Everyone
get
listening is
married.
like, I don't. Is that all of them? I don't.
The main character,
Protag.
who we don't like, the protag. Yeah, she's like, I know how I'll get back at this idiot man who doesn't even process or care that I'm
Still
here.
alive.
Yeah. I will get married before him, moments before him. Keep in mind, he's scheduled to get married the next day. So she's going to convince someone to marry her tomorrow.
That's literally, Dustin, my
The
break.
dumbest thing. Oh, that's your breaking point? That was the dumbest thing I'd ever. No, I take that back because there's an extra bit of stupidity the next morning when they're all at breakfast with the pothead.
I was like, listen, I understand we're just going to have some wacky event. She's down on her luck. She's not in her right mind. I don't like anyone, but let's see what happens. And then she's like, I'm going to get married first. And I was like, he doesn't know you're alive. He's literally moved on.
He will not care. Like he'll probably congrats. He'll be like, congrats. Good job.
Yeah, he'll probably get you a Target wedding gift or something, a lamp. I was like, what? Like that's not revenge. You're stupid. Everything you're doing, your character is based off of a relationship. I don't know you as a character, and anything that you have shown me in your behavior and dialogue between your friends is pretty just unattractive. I don't want to say deplorable, but I'm not rooting for you. And here's another monumental decision that I just think is stupid. But then I get upset at your friends because no one goes, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
They're all trying to support her still.
Yeah, like, who's the straight man in this group, None
of them? That's another problem, is none of them are. I guess the bride-to-be is, but you're just like, no, you're just soon-to-be angry character. That's all you are.
Yeah, it's very confusing. It's like you have to have someone that's sensible, that kind of just slowly falls into the ballyhoo just because that's my friends. I just, okay.
Instead they all come across as cowards that can't stand up to her.
And dumb. And like I was like, does she beat you guys? Because
I kind of think she does.
But it's like, I get it. She's the brash, outgoing one, but there had to be I think she can get away with a couple of big things like that. But when she does something this monumental, someone needs to stand up to her and go, hey, that's too much. We're here to support you. You can say mean things, you can flash your gooch, whatever, but this, as your friend, I have to say, is dumb. And none of them do it. They're all just like, whoa, let's go to this weird backyard Santa outdoor thing. And
hold on, you're jumping ahead. We need to cover one more part because it gets even dumber, Kevin. Okay.
Dumber?
Yes. So her plan is not just to get married. Her plan is to wear a wedding ring and pretend she's engaged to entice a man because men want what they can't have. And she will marry that man. Yes, Kevin. What fucking logic does that make to pretend you're already engaged to try to trick someone into marrying you that day?
It's literally It's like you want to run your head into a brick wall, but this plot point puts another brick wall in front of that brick wall you got to go through. I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah, and you're not Juggernaut, so you're just like, I'm gonna get a lot of brain damage and probably snap my
Like,
neck.
so you want me to
Even
ram my head
Juggernaut's like,
into
I'm not
this
going through
wall, but I got to go through this other wall? I'm not going to make it through the first wall of
let alone
enjoyment.
the second wall. How thick is the wall? 5 feet each, you say? Whew. That's
Yeah.
less of a wall, more like a suicide point.
In like comedy, boner women comedy, all that stuff stripped aside, just the sheer like commitment from the viewer to just disconnect to like, okay, I understand it's a comedy and dumb shit will be bountiful. But this is just like everyone just sighs and rolls their eyes at the same time, going, you know what?
Yeah.
Like the first thing I was out, this was more of insulting me to stay along for the ride.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have tapped out, homie.
Dumbest. It's the dumbest plot I've ever seen, I think. Just
it's up
definitely
there
of this year.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
and then they're
very hard pressed to find something stupider.
Yeah.
And I just said the word stupider.
And then it's like Kevin said, now they're in this like backyard Hallmark village thing where like too much Christmas is going on. Like no one's really going to this town to get like washed down Christmas shit of just like, oh, here's the shitty fucking ornament section. Oh, here's the fucking shitty carnival for some reason. Oh, we made like
God, dude, that ice skating
ring on the bottle.
Want to just like shut down production?
What the fuck was that? It was like who was doing that? It was a square. It was like an 8x8 fucking square that they were
just like shuffling their feet.
Way.
And I was like, no one's skating on this. Yeah. And I was like, why would you film this?
There's no room. The time you get the first glide going, you're off the fucking ring. You're just like, oh, well, I'm being cute.
What ring?
What the hell happened?
The grass.
Exactly, that's the ring.
You're in the parking lot going home because this has been a nightmare.
This fucking sucks.
Dude,
my family bring me here. I hate this place.
If that was any representation of Christmas that I'd ever had, I would convert to Judaism in a heartbeat. I'd be like, you know what, man? Let's just do the candles. That sounds way doper.
It's just a lot easier. You know, I understand 8 days, one candle, one gift. We're good. I got this.
Got it. I'd rather have 8 dope gifts than what I'm experiencing now.
We got this gambling dreidel game. You know, I mean,
I love it.
Like, yeah,
guys, I'm all in. Where's my hat? No, that's
how do I got to convert. You say fully committed. All right, that seems a bit much. See you on Hanukkah. That's about it. Yeah, so they start going around this village, and she's like, "I gotta find a man, someone who's outlying."
Who's cruising for dick at a Christmas event?
A family Christmas event too. And then
what if the other characters said it? They're like, "Oh, you guys want to do some hardcore drugs and cruise for dick at a fucking Hallmark backlot?"
They're like, "Yeah, do we?" And I wanted to like the druggy one, but she dressed like a dipshit. And like all of her lines, they were just like building up and would stop short right before they'd be humorous. And I was like, you have good delivery, but they're not giving you nothing to deliver. You're fucking sitting there waiting for a stamp on an envelope, man. Like, what the fuck?
Spicoli.
Yeah. And then she's just like, what about fucking fat Santa guy over there? And he's just like humping a pole. I was like, what are you doing, sir? This is a family thing. Why are you fucking humping that? Why are 9 people taking a picture of you doing it? This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't happen. This isn't happening.
If they went, so if it's a bachelorette party, they could have went to an adult an all adult Christmas shindig where everyone's hanging out with their jiggly bits and you know what I mean. There's dildo nunchucks or whatever. Right?
I don't know. Had mounting fucking outfits, something that indicate she had bride written like 70s font. Like anyone was just like, oh no, that means she's definitely getting married. No, it just looked like a shirt. She just had a shirt.
I thought it's like
that's the bride.
She wasn't wearing her little tutu and fucking
the tiara.
They were the veil,
puking everywhere.
Yeah, she wasn't just like pissing in the punch. No one had
a sash on. It was very unbelievable. Probably because they were really in some weird Santa village and just like shooting like rogue.
They probably rented all that from a party store.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. and just found a carnival. And they were like, we're gonna shoot here.
Actually, dude, come here. I found a carnival. Can we shoot here?
Fucking found a carnival. We had to drive a little bit. We had to drive to Lancaster. Can you fucking believe it? Lancaster. We're gonna pretend this is in the mountains.
What are you guys going to shoot?
No.
A motor comedy? Oh, fucking excellent. They're finally bringing those back for women. We're closed.
We're going to have to charge you double. And you can't show what the name of the carnival. Like, that'll just ruin our reputation.
Well, is it going to be
so
funny?
She finds
Sex Drive? Ooh, no. Is it going to look like bootleg? Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to knock the production of this because I get it. It's a small little...
Yeah.
It
was in line with its budget.
But that's not... I'm not going to punch down at stuff like that. But it can still be funny. You can make a cheap comedy that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, all comedies are relatively cheap, unless you're like Adam Sandler spending Netflix
well, I mean,
money. We're shooting in Hawaii.
Well, to hang out with your friends. But, like, to look cheap, it looks cheap.
In Hawaii. Yeah.
You know, that was... But, you know, it's whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Well, so does Christmas in California. Oh, got you, California.
Is that a movie too?
Suck that shit.
Probably.
No, I'm just saying it looks cheap when it's Christmas time. Anyway, so she finds the DJ. He's, I don't know, for some reason bumbling fucking equipment all of a sudden. Like he just doesn't have a care in the world. And then he starts setting up and she comes just like ditches her friends during their bachelorette party, by the way. Because
dick is more important than friendship.
Yeah. She's got to get married. She's not chasing D's right now. She's chasing rings, I guess.
Like LeBron, Sonic.
And definitely. Well, more LeBron, less Sonic. Sonic at least gets some, you know.
D's or rings?
Whatever. Both. I don't know, man. You're asking a lot of hard questions. You set me up for bad jokes, too.
Hard answers.
So her plan is to seduce the DJ of her ex's wedding to marry her before her ex's wedding that he's working at. Okay, I just want that to be crystal clear to everyone. This is her target. This is her plan, and she's completely sober right now. Okay, she's sober. There's no alcohol or drugs in her system. This is her plan, and so she starts chatting him up. I don't know why the DJ is setting up at like 9 in the fucking morning for a 9 at night fucking wedding, but he is. He's doing it. He's got a lot of trust that his equipment will manage to be there all day. And eventually she talks him away. They start talking. He goes through his backstory. And wouldn't you know it, everybody? The writing got a little lazy and recycled her entire fucking storyline for him. His ex-girlfriend left him and destroyed their business, but because she started the business or kept the business going with another dude.
You literally copied and pasted and moved it down a couple of pages.
Switch the gender. Done.
He handled the material better, I thought.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he took all those Disney acting classes, though. So
no, and that's the thing. Like, he is actually one of the best performances in the movie, just because of how he flows with the material. And I'm like, wow, man, you honestly are you're giving it your shot, bro. Like, you're not dialing it in. You're trying. I felt like he was trying, and it was commendable with everything he was surrounded with.
Him and Nicole Power and Nicolette Percy, I felt they all gave a valiant effort and worked well with the material they were given. You know,
the rest didn't feel.
I'm not saying they did good, but that was the material they were given. They couldn't do any better.
Yeah.
So, but so then he just walks with her. She just lays out this bogus story about being engaged and like basically playing this character for him, even though she just totally related to this man because he has her entire same backstory. And doesn't come clean.
Wouldn't that have been great, Dustin? Just to have been like, you know what, man? I
two losers finding love. I feel a connection because we have the same fucking mutual backstory.
Where's that movie? I'm gonna write a rom-com
called. It should have been this fucking movie.
Two Losers Finding Love. I think that's a way better title and way more interesting than everything we saw for an hour and 27 minutes here.
Yeah. And so they just start walking around, having moments, falling in love, I guess. I don't know why. I don't know why either of them fall in love, but they do. Meanwhile, our bride and bridesmaids are high off their asses. They smoked a big old joint in the Mirror Funhouse. Just really stunk up the place for everyone. The one that's been breastfeeding and hasn't had any alcohol or drugs for 26 months, as she tells us, decides, I'm about to make a bad batch of fucking booby milk because I'm going to smoke it up. And then they go and they build gingerbread houses.
Way too long, dude. That scene was so...
Way too long.
They're all tripping balls and building gingerbreads.
Yep. It was... And I'm just going to move on from there. And so now our unlikable pro tag and the DJ have met up with the friends after nearly falling in love. Oh, and the aforementioned ice skating scene where she teaches them how to ice skate on 8x8 block of something.
Just rewrite you know what? I know the script calls for it, but unless you have a grandioso, just majestic looking ice rink setup gig, just switch it. Just make it something else, dude.
Yeah. You're filming in Lancaster, California, I assume. It looked like it. There's no snow. There's no ice. Just skip it. Make them rollerblade. That would have laughed even more. They're just
make them b-boy.
Why are we fucking rollerblading? They're like, well, there's no ice in California, so like we're just rollerblading. It's still look, I got Christmas trees on my skates. Something like that. I would have been like, hilarious.
Yeah, but that's the world's not funny. Like, it's supposed to be their reaction to situations is where the comedy stems from. It's not a full blown like romp where the world's ridiculous, things are happening, which I don't know if that would have worked here. It'd have been something, but
it would have been something. You just had to like have an old man be like, hey, fucking slow down on the ice. They're like, dude, it's a rink. He's just like, shut the fuck up, respect the ice.
Yeah, they had like
the suspension of disbelief, you assholes. They're just like, this guy fucking...
Just have a breakdancing competition instead of that. A bunch of Jabberwockies dressed up as elves and snowmen just
fucking cutting it on the fucking skate rink. Just like, what the fuck happened?
Just anything but what you did is what I really wanted.
Instead, she almost loses her friend's ring and they almost kiss.
Dude, that tension built up for the friend's ring. I thought that was going to carry me into the finale. They found that in 2 seconds. And I was like, why did we have all that tension built up?
Yeah, because I was just like, okay, so she's going to lose the ring. That's going to be the breaking point for the friend.
Right, exactly.
No,
a lesson would be learned, Dustin.
Obvious. Yeah.
She would respect marriage, respect her friendship. You know what I mean? Maybe grow up in a little bit because she saw how much her friend took value into being an adult and marriage and making that step in her life. And she has none of those things. And she found it in 2 seconds. She was like, there it is.
Yeah. So now all the groups met back up. For some reason, the DJ has not been scared off. He's going to drink with them. And now it's like an Oktoberfest, by the way, everyone.
Now the main pro tag is
schnitzel and beer.
Yeah. It should have been like reindeer dogs or something. And, elf piss. But... And that's funny. I would have been like, what? What's the funniest part of the movie?
Should we get a round of fucking elf piss? And
I would have laughed. I would have been like, all right, that's the funniest part of the
reindeer dogs. I'm a bit hungry. And he's just like, what the fuck? She's like, no, it's on the menu. And you're just like, oh.
So like the pro tag is like using the wedding friend. She tells her what's going on. Oh, I told you I was going to get married to you. So you got to back me up because I really want him to like me. I was like, he thinks you're married.
Yeah.
What? It goes to your
because now pretending that you swing the other way is going to make him be like, oh, I'm definitely going to marry her before 7:00 tonight. Like, what?
What kind of asshole is this guy? He's like, yeah, I'm going to throw it all the way. Is there a gun to your head?
Yeah, I didn't understand why he was still there, and I didn't understand how she still thought she could dupe him into marrying her. Like, you've talked to this guy. He's not about the marriage life, as he states. B, he's got the same tragic backstory as you, so he's definitely not about the married life. And C, why is he still there? Why is he still there?
He's not dumb. Like, the movie doesn't portray him as an airhead or dumb. He just seems like he had a bout of bad luck, and he's trying to rebound from it, and he's doing what he can. He's actually, like, kind of an admirable character. And then now he has to go along with, like, he should just been like, okay, well, it's nice to meet you and hang out. Happy holidays.
He spent 15 minutes with her. Like after I set up my shit, I'll be like, okay, well, see you at the wedding, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I'll see you for more karaoke if you're there next Thursday. If not, bye. Just like leaves.
Maybe and
Yeah. So
yeah, go
now
ahead.
she's forcing the bride to play the role of
Girlfriend
her
or
bride.
fiance.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they're all a bit too drunk, a bit too high, and they're all sharing stories about bad relationships, about men and women, because he's like, men are different and women are different. And they're all just like, oh, well, let me tell you about a man. I was like, oh God, this scene sucks. And then one of them, just for no reason at all, once again tells her entire tragic backstory to us. If you're keeping track at home, I think we're at 4 or 5 different times in this movie. And then just lays out everything. And then they all disappear from the table except for our pro tag and the DJ, who don't say anything. They're just like sitting there. And so to rebound from this, she asked the druggie for drugs because she's going to drug him. And the druggie has been very clear up to this point that she will not give drugs to her to drug other people. It's got to be voluntarily. You have to take the drugs of your own free will and choice. She doesn't like drugging people. Okay, she's got fucking ethics, but she breaks those ethics because everyone breaks their ethics for this fucking horrible pro tag, and gives her drugs. Unfortunately, she switches the drugs, and then she actually comes to her senses and doesn't let him drink the drugs and just smacks a beer out of his hand. To which I would have then just left if I were him, because it was very concerning. And she's just like, there's like a Cheeto puff on the side or something dumb. And he's just like, oh, let's go ziplining now with you guys. That's what they do after this, everyone. They go ziplining.
Dustin, if I got a
What the
belly
fuck?
full of reindeer dongs and elf piss, I ain't zipping shit.
Just...
Can't even zip my pants. I'm full.
Oh, and the worst part is the mom one who's been like pumping her boobs this whole time has a blocked duck. And I was like, Kevin, this is the perfect time for comedy. Because she's like, I need someone to suck my titties to get this, to clear the duct.
Dude, if she was running around just
like,
shooting milk from her boobs at all their faces, I'm like, that's a gross out comedy. Boner comedy, everyone.
Yeah.
What happened instead, Dustin?
No one does anything. No one sucks them titties. Okay.
No one.
Like, you didn't have, I'm not saying show me them sucking the titties, but like, you have set up this joke. The payoff is that someone has to suck it up and suck those titties. And
dude,
now has
even she was
fetish.
like, oh, hey, what if we just kind of squeeze it here in the toilet seat? Will that work it out? Like, do stupid, funny things where you're just like, each character says something.
Slamming a fucking toilet seat on her titty. She's like, that's not gentle. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before.
She's like, well, how about we massage it? And then one girl just starts speed bagging a boob. She's like, this hurts a bunch.
This is having the opposite effect. In fact, I'm feeling a lot of pain. Yeah, there's no payoff to this joke. And I was like,
dude, they do like the Heimlich
all
maneuver,
you had to do,
but they put their hands on her boob so it shoots milk on the other two. That's funny. I'm laughing. Yeah. I'm fucking laughing.
Anything. Like, all they had to do is just like Rochambeau to see who lost, and then you just have two of them walk out at the end. And they're just like, I don't want to talk about it. And then she just has milk all over her face.
No, dude, she's covered in it. It's dripping from her hair. She's just totally, they close the door.
Like, I need to change. And they're just like, okay. I need to change now. And they're just like, all right, let's take you back.
The point is, everyone, we wrote 10 to 15 different fucking jokes for that setup. And are they great? Absolutely not. Do they fit in this movie? Who's to say? But they didn't do anything.
They leave this woman, which I know from conversations
from leaving many women in my life.
A blocked duct when you're trying to breastfeed is like fucking passing a kidney stone. Okay? It's not fucking fun. You're not going ziplining. You're getting that shit taken care of ASAP. She goes ziplining instead. And now we find out that our pro tag has taken Molly, and she is tripping balls and just super annoying. and even more annoying than anything else. And now the bride to be is just angry because she's realized finally that the
She's
protagonist
finally
ruined her day
realized everything the audience has known from like the first 5 seconds.
from the fucking jump. Yeah, it took her 20 years of friendship though. so they zip line, and finally the protag comes clean about her goals with the DJ because she's high, and she's just like, listen, I was trying to trick you into marrying me to get revenge on my ex, but like I like you now, so I don't want to do that. And so then finally he leaves. Like, it took actually confessing the stupidity of the plot to this man to make him leave, because they just kept forcing him to go along. And but she can't find the DJ. He's gone. And then like the best friend tells her like she sucks, she's being selfish, and she's gone. And like I think they go to the gingerbread competition now to be, and the drunk one, or the druggie, gets crowned like gingerbread queen, and they give her a shitty gingerbread crown, and then they start to fight, and fighting makes the pregnant one cry, and then finally she sprays boob milk all over everyone, and it's not
Funny.
It's not nearly as funny as we would like it to have been, if you can't tell from my demeanor. It's just really, it somehow ruins the gingerbread almost instantly. So the gingerbread crown like falls and breaks. And then finally they're all just kind of done with the protag. Just kind of done with her. So she's got to do some deep thoughts and deep thinking. And I think she comes and finally she shittily apologizes or some shit. Oh yeah, no, they released the balloons and stuff, and then she comes and she's like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I suck," and blah blah blah. But I really like this guy. Can I be selfish one more time? And I was just like, "No, you cannot. You cannot be selfish one more time. You piece of shit. You do not apologize and then ask for more. Okay? You're a fucktard, and I fucking hate you." I hated her so much. I was like, if she asked for fucking more, I swear to God.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did. And I was like, oh my God. You suck.
Yeah,
and
there's no character here. It's just a brat that just kind of does bratty shit, and everyone supports that behavior.
Yeah. They're all enablers.
Yeah, they're all enablers. Nothing's learned. There's no lesson. Like, you need something. I get it. It's a comedy, but if the comedy's not the strongest, so it's not up front, it's not like Anchorman where everything is just beyond ridiculous. Like, even he learned something in this weird, stupid world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, there's nothing happening here, and that's what makes it such a grueling, just pain. Like, if it was just, I'm fucking laughing so hard, I'm crying, I can't even see straight, and then I'm just like, bring on more stupid jokes, because who cares if anyone learns anything? I'm loving it. But it doesn't have that. It has nothing to really kind of. It just limps along until it's just out of movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it limps for a long time, because now we get the only character I kind of liked, which is the zip line instructor. Just this big lady who's a lesbian, and she shows up to the wedding, and she starts talking to the DJ because they know each other from work, I guess. I don't know. They both live in this shitty Christmas village or something.
That'd be funny if they all lived there and they can't escape.
Dude, that would have been great. Yeah, they're just like dealing with the shitty people that come to visit all the time.
Hey, yeah, I live here. Yeah, really? So you mean like you work here? No, I live here. You guys come to my town.
I live here. Yeah.
Well, you can't get out? No, yeah, we're cursed.
You've toured my bedroom. It's that small little log cabin over there. Like, thanks for pissing in it.
Those gingerbread houses.
That was special.
Those gingerbread houses you guys destroyed, that was food for my children until next year. But, whatever. I guess we'll have more.
It was also Bob's apartment, but, he'll just fucking die of exposure.
Yep.
So, Yeah, a real piece of shit coming to Christmas Town and ruining everything. It's like,
Or My House is really what I call it. Which made me add a great idea, Dustin. I'm just going to write that movie where you have a bunch of Christmas people, and then the outside world buys tickets to it every year, and they fuck it all up. And then one guy's just like, you know what, dude, I'm sick of coming like in my pants, and then I'm sick of these people coming to my house every year, just shitting where I eat. I've got to go out to the world and shit where they eat.
it's like a reverse Christmas. He just goes once a year and fucks everyone's houses up.
Yeah, he just goes in there and just fucking breaks shit. And it just plays Limp Bizkit break stuff every time he's at someone's house.
Limp Bizkit's like, yay, monies.
It's just one of those
God,
days.
we needed some.
Yeah, we play the old stuff that everyone loved, even though you say you don't love it. You loved it.
And then we just they weren't that big for no reason.
And then some like street kids are like, hey man, you got a funny fucking face. Are you a Christmas elf? He's like, yeah, man. And now I'm out on your streets. I'm out of elf. I'm kind of just like a dude that doesn't do anything. So you're a fucking loser. He's like, yeah, you are too. It's like, maybe we should start a loser gang. So you just got a bunch of anti-Christmas kids and they just go breaking shit.
And the movie really seems to drift off into something else there at the end. But anyway,
yeah, but then they all learn a lesson about Christmas. And he's just like, oh man, you know what? Christmas, I guess it ain't so bad. And
even if I gotta pick that gingerbread house up 939 times, we never let it sit down. Yeah. We had to pick it back up one more.
And he learns about like family and Christmas joy and shit. And then Santa shows up. He's like, dude, why you fucking breaking all this shit? Were you down with the LB? He's like, yeah, Santa. And they just start pitting, and that's how he learns his lesson.
Santa just has a backwards red hat. Matches my ensemble.
He just spins his own hat around and just has a fucking New Era logo and the MLB logo. He's like, oh, Santa, were you cool the whole time? He's like, yeah, man, everybody fucks with the LB, bro.
I was the original fucking cool motherfucker.
Santa's like, it's 2005, right? Yeah, Santa. He's like, I fucking forget. I've been around forever. Did you know I was a boy called Christmas?
That's how I got started. It's been a long time, though. I'm tired.
He's like,
he just falls down, sleeps. They're just like, I think we just killed Christmas. Shit, guys.
But did you learn your lesson or not? He was like, Santa, you're pretty okay for a fat fucker. Credits. It's like, dude, that
he just farts and shits his pants. I'm just like, oh, Jesus, Santa.
Yeah, so soundtrack brought to you by Limp Bizkit. This is sick. I'd watch this twice on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Now that's a Christmas comedy, Dustin.
Can I just finish this piece of shit?
Oh no, wait, hold on, dude. And then when he leaves Christmas Town, he brings one of the girl elves with him, right? Because she wants dude dick. Because that's what
he's like. I'm tired of tiny elf penises. I need to fucking get. I need someone who's hung like a stocking. And they're just like, all right, fucking Christmas puns, really. She's just like, I want Jingle Bells deep, motherfucker. She's just like, all right, come on now.
She's like, I need some of that deep candy cane. And they're like, God, you're so gross. She's just like real raunchy.
My ass like it's pumpkin spice. And they're just like, all right, fucking, we get it. It's fall.
That's her name is Pumpkin Spice. She goes to Starbucks and just has her way with many men. No, she's one of those weird ones that just bangs everything. Like animals, dudes. She's real wild. We don't see it, but we hear about it.
She's just like looking at a toaster and then like,
yeah, dude, anything that's got a little
figuring a badge at the same time. They're just like, what's going on here? What is this movie? Just turned
like, man, you got out of Christmas Town and got into some weird kinky shit.
She's like, I always had the weird shit. We just didn't have the tools to sustain me. And they're just like, okay.
Like, well, we had the tools for you to shave your lip. Can you please get rid of that?
She's like, it's part of my mystique, motherfucker.
He's like, oh, dude, she's an X-Men now? And then that's the joke. And then we go
I wish you would change her shape. Gosh, she's plump and festive.
He's like, dude, I couldn't read that book after I found out that was her name. I kept thinking of her. And I got all this Chris Claremont to read through.
That's a commitment. Dude doesn't know how to fucking let it breathe, you know?
The other elf's like, dude, what are you talking about? Can we just go out breaking stuff again?
Can we just get the fuck out of here? I gotta find my dad. They're just like, dude, your dad's dead. No, he's alive.
Yeah, this is a Christmas comedy, everyone. Not what we had to. You might got a little
If
too
we
edgy for
grow.
the young ones, but that's a Christmas comedy. This was just. Was this over? Were we good on this one?
No,
Or
I haven't
oh,
finished yet. I tried twice. I just gave up and just started making characters called Pumpkin Spice. So
so you
we're,
like the
we're at
Smurfette
the
out
end.
there? She's like, no, there's more than one of us, dude. How do you think we breed? I thought it was like a dog thing,
No,
like bang.
they're just magic. Smurfettes are no, all right. So you want me to break down the Smurfs Lost Village real quick, Kevin? Okay. Smurfette was created by Gorgamel, all right, out of clay. All right. But then they find a village of all female Smurfs, but they all have blue hair, not blonde hair. Okay. And they all like to Smurf it up too, but they don't have names like Clumsy and shit. They have it like Daisy Willow and fucking Pansy and shit like that. Like they're named after flowers, all right? Then they all get captured. Smurfette's got to save them because Gorgamel leaves her behind because he's like, "You're not a real Smurf. You don't have fucking real Smurf powers. So fuck off, lady." She saves them all. She turns back into clay, and then they sing in the fucking forest, and it brings her back to life. And they're just like, "Ah, you're the real Smurfette."
Is that real or did you make that up?
That's a fucking real. No, I've seen that movie too many fucking times.
Oh, I was like, that sounded pretty good. You should write that. You should pitch that.
It's not good. I can contest to that, and it's already been made. It's
Oh, let's say
horrible.
it sounds like you nailed it. Let's agree like that.
Did. I guess that would be a good elevator pitch. Like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Live action or CG? Fucking CG. Okay. Like,
So
all right, fair
yeah,
enough.
we're gonna fast track that. Do we got to get the rights to the Limp Biscuit? No, man, that was his story.
That was a different one. All right, we're like 3 pitches in. Keep up, elevator
Oh
guy.
yeah, well, that's we can't put a rating on that. That's got to be a no rating.
It's got to go straight to streaming. That
That's
one.
a kiss of death.
All right. Anyway, we're at the wedding. The zipline instructor has shown up to help these women for whatever reason. They bonded in the 5 seconds that they talked to each other. She distracts the DJ. Okay. Let me set the stage real quick. This wedding, there's only 4 fucking people here right now. The DJ, the zipline person, the bride and groom. They're still dancing, everyone. No guests. Not a single guest. We could not afford extras. We could afford the venue, not extras, though. That was asking too much. The friends, they steal a microphone. All right. They put on, I guess it was Mirror Mirror by Justin Timberlake. They don't actually fucking announce it. I don't even know if it's actually it. It's alluded to that it's the DJ's favorite song by Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, he had a NSYNC
Specifically.
joke somewhere in the movie.
Several of them, actually. They
My
had like
bad.
4 in a row. None of them landed. So I don't blame you for not keeping track of them.
Maybe the fifth one would get the chuckles.
The 5th one is the song, and it didn't. It did not get any chuckles.
Touche.
She starts singing it. It's a bad song. I don't know why they picked it.
Because he said he liked
And
it.
he
right?
walks away. Yeah,
He was like, "You've
like
ruined my favorite song."
I don't know why they picked it for the story and worked it in somehow. It's just she sings it poorly. They chase him down. The friends are all backup dancers. The bride and groom are really into it. She cuts a promo on him being like, "I fucking love you, man. I want to marry you, but I want to bang you." And he's just like, "All right, fine." And then the bride is like, "Why didn't you say something sweet like that to me at our wedding day?" It was not sweet, by the way. They're just idiots. And he's like, "Dude, why didn't you say something sweet like that?" And then the only line I actually liked was, and she was just like, "Dude, I'm your wife. Don't call me dude." I was just like, what is happening here? Why are you two stealing the fucking movie at the end here? And then we zoom into like later in the evening, and everyone's kind of just, I guess, happy now. We find out that
All today's woes have been forgotten.
yeah, the pothead chef is gonna open a fucking cannabis cafe. Very original. I'm sure it won't fail or anything. And she got funding from the now about to be a lesbian.
Yeah, guys, it's in the red. We gotta sell.
We gotta sell. I don't know why we funded this shit. The soon-to-be lesbian is now just a straight-up lesbian because she got eaten out, or as the movie would have you believe, her salad tossed by the zipline instructor. And then our unlikable
Gotta
pro
do it.
tag, who's still unlikable.
I don't know, Dustin. If your zip line instructor munch your butt, you're going full Lesbo.
She didn't. She just went down on her. Okay, she didn't munch her butt, Kevin. That's why I'm saying. That's why I had a problem with it. They misused it 3 times. Rose is like, that's not salad tossing. Okay, I don't think you. Fuck it.
Can I
And
get
then
a
they had
check
this
from
whole
the
thing. We'll
referee?
just take a bath before. Anyway, and then the unlikable protag has somehow called in all the men that have appeared in the movie to dress as Santas with no pants and do a striptease. And the DJ, who is barely committed to this relationship, okay, he's got like 9 annoying hours with this woman, has decided he's going to commit to a striptease with her. And she's invited Sexy Santa to lead the way. And Gus, who now we get to see for like 2 seconds on the screen. And Dick, the annoying boyfriend that the bride's marrying, he's there too. And that's what he says. He goes, "I'm here too." And I was like, "Oh my god, this guy!"
Good job, dude.
Could be funny if he did butcher that fucking delivery. And then they do this horrible striptease. The zipline instructor, yeah, no direction. The zipline instructor is acting like a child, be like, "No, don't look at the pee-pees," to the fucking born again lesbian. And it's just like, what the fuck why is this still happening? Why? And that's where the movie ends us.
For this Christmas day.
Yeah.
That's already passed.
That's already passed.
Yeah, man. Fuck, dude. It just sucks. Like, there's nothing here. It's just
none of it makes sense.
Nothing makes sense. It's just dumb, but not dumb in a good way. It's just plain dumb. I don't know. It's horrible. I fast forwarded a couple of chunks of this just because I just,
I'm not gonna hold it against him.
I
didn't, and I wish I had.
I wanted it to end.
He tried. I'm gonna tell everyone this, Kevin. Kevin tried to bail out 20 minutes into the movie. He was like, "It's unwatchable." I was like, "Motherfucker, I have 30 minutes left. I already know it's unwatchable, but I'm still viewing it. Okay, we're fucking committed. All right, dude. I have fucking the last 30 minutes left. I am not backing out now. I will see this shit to the bitter end now."
Yeah, man. It's just
so. I was like fire it back up.
It was so hard to do that. I wish we would have watched. I mean, it reminded me of the movie.
Watched the Yule log, Kevin, and talked about that for an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like the part where they put on the aspen. Yeah, just it burned differently. Yeah, I liked it. It was a good flame. You know, just really felt like Christmas.
He's talking about the fireplace movies, everyone.
Yeah. Which, funny story, tricked my father into putting that on as a real movie. I said, no, it's really good. The kids love it. So he put it on. And after a minute, he was like, this isn't a fucking movie, isn't it? And I was like, no, it's not. But my brother ruined it and said, this is just a fireplace. And I was just like, shut the fuck up. I wanted to see how long he'd watch it for, you asshole. But anyway, that was still better than this movie.
Tricking older people in 2021.
Yeah, hey, learn to use Netflix properly.
You played yourself, Dad.
But don't give this movie a play. That's my rating. Kevin,
I like
what about yourself?
Yeah. This was I'd rather stare at an elf's dingling than watch this movie again.
I'd rather stare at 12 elves dinglings.
There we go. The 12 dinglings of Christmas.
12 elf dinglings of Christmas. That's the name of our comedy, by the way, that we pitched.
That's funny.
That's what we're going to call it.
Watch Raccoon City or Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. That's way better. That was at least fun.
Nothing to do with Christmas, but watch
nothing
it,
to do with Christmas. Because, you know what this movie reminded me of? That one movie we watched where the girl goes to Mexico for the date.
Yeah.
But that was at least had humorous moments, I feel.
No, I think you're remembering that one wrong. I think it just had a better production value.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think we actually laughed at that one either.
No, but yeah, I think it was tighter as a movie.
I mean, I would definitely say those are like the two. Did that movie come out this year or last year? Well, this is the worst movie I've seen this year, for sure. Like if I was gonna rate all of our episodes this year. This one's the bottom, and it's not just because it's the freshest. It's just that it's bad. So,
yeah, this is one of the worst movie viewing experiences that I've seen had doing this year, and we hope you've had a good year listening to this. If you are still with us,
hopefully you are.
Hello.
They're like, the fucking picture of the comedy really brought me back. I was really tired of listening to this movie. They don't know the character names. They barely know the plot. I mean, it doesn't sound like there was much plot to get either. So
yeah, there's. Sorry, everyone. I mean, it's Pottersville, terrible. Boy Called Christmas sucks. 8-Bit was okay. I like that. Long story
that was
short.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Moments. Prisoners of Ghostland. Not really for me.
Oh,
Finch.
That's close to. I mean, that one at least made me laugh. It wasn't supposed to.
Right. It wasn't supposed to.
This movie was supposed to make me laugh.
Exactly. We watched VHS 1994. That was pretty awful. Halloween Kills kind of terrible. Old. That was pretty bad. The Forever Purge. That was rough. Malignant. That was good schlock. Dirty Work. Great. Great as in the sense of not a great movie, but I had a good time, I'd like to say. Escape of Shark. Well, that was something. Mortal Kombat. Legend. That was the cartoon. That sucked.
Did we watch anything that didn't suck this year?
Snake Eyes Origins. Teenage Mutant
Ninja
Turtles. That was a classic. Yeah. That was the 1990s. Suicide Squad. Terrible. Super Hot. Yep. Pig was good.
Pig was good. I like that. I still think about Pig sometimes.
Gunpowder Milkshake. Not terrible.
All right.
Yeah. Fear Street
94.
Awful.
Not so bad now. not so bad
now.
Hashtag
alive. I like some of aspects of it, but overall I didn't. No, not for me. Infinite.
Still bad.
I didn't like it. Conjuring. I'll never ever watch one of those again. Spiral from the Book of Saul. Was terrible.
Forgot that came out this year.
Army of the Dead. Batista. The Rookies. That was the Chinese movie with the special agents. That was a rough go. The first Venom. Jesus. Mortal Kombat 1995. Okay, great. That was fun. Promising Young Woman. Competent movie. Just
missed on some points.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
Not horrible. Mortal Kombat 2021. Opportunity missed. If it was a movie, that's what you would call it. The Chase. Can stay in the night.
Don't care what Kevin says.
Upgrade. Had some moments I liked and some others not so great. Was it Godzilla
King Kong?
Well, that sucked. Doors. That sucked too. It had potential, but it's literally one of the movies you would do everything opposite.
Yeah.
Come True.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So it's probably pretty high on my list for the year.
Boss Level. I remember that being kind of fun.
It was fun. Better than Cosmic Sin.
Better.
Which was not fun.
Red Dot. Good performances. Kind of not bad. I remember some of the performances being good to adequate.
Yeah, that was all right. Yeah. Willy's Wonderland. Started the year strong, almost, on that one. 4x4.
Not bad.
4x4, interesting premise. Yeah, I think it worked. The rhythm section, horrible. Bad. Real bad.
Can't even remember.
Tenet. Oh, who can forget Tenet other than me? Because I forget that I watch it all the time. Because it's just they stole it all from Doctor Who, everybody. That's where I'm going with that one. Think of anything, personal favorite thing.
Such as this podcast. Wonder Woman 1984, another massively missed opportunity.
And that brings us all back to New Year's of 2021, Strange Days.
Yep. Real problem with policing in that movie, I feel.
Yeah. Not a lot of detecting.
That's it. That's us taking a swing and a miss sometimes on trying to do a podcast every week to the best of our abilities. We thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you chuckled once or twice throughout this journey of the Is 2021. We're going to keep rocking out till we can't anymore. I appreciate it. Huge fan of you guys checking it out. Dustin?
Happy New Year. Go get balls deep from an elf, everybody. You know, just really get your salad tossed. However you interpret that, you know, if it's just like a real salad being taught, go for it, you know, and let us know on social media. Let's Movie Pod or Podcast. Which of those were your favorite episode this year? And we'll be back next year.
LOL.